Hope it's going good. Hope you guys are making noise out there and soothing souls and making smiles out there. That's important, I'm telling you. We've got a long road ahead of us, but at least it's on a long road of recovery with our country. So I'll just leave it at that. But it's going. It's happening. So anyway, topic today. Well, let me give you a quick update. So I think I mentioned I had a gig up at the Elks Lodge in Brookings, Oregon, Brookings, Oregon, and the gal that I work with there that does the booking there, she is. I don't know what's up with her. Anyway, so I did a show there a month ago, and ended up being really good. Made good tips, and and it's a little different than when I first started off. Actually, my first episode, I think I mentioned it. My first episode was at the Moose Lodge that I filmed. I did like a ride along and how I set up and all that stuff. But anyways, I gave her the amount. I just charged her $200 for 2 hours work, and so long story short, she asked me to come up and do it, and so I did it, and she gives me a check. So I happened to open up the envelope when I was there, and it just said $100, and I went, "What? What's up here, girl? What's going on? Not cool." Anyway, she goes, "Oh yeah, they did that last week to another artist. Meaning the accounting that cuts the checks." And I go, "Okay, well, as long as we resolve this, So I don't hear from her for like a couple weeks. I'm going, okay, they didn't send me a check, actually a couple days after the gig, I believe. A few days after, maybe it was close to a week, I sent her on a DM. I sent her my mailing address, and I just said, even though we're up there a lot, but I said, send the check to my address. And so, anyways, long story short, they haven't paid me, and it's been like 2 or 3 months, something like that. So, yeah, you get that once in a while when you do the solo gigging life. Sometimes you get ripped off. People are flaky. They take advantage of you, and they think you'll forget about it. So I got back to her, and I said, "Hey, listen, I never got that check yet." She goes, "Oh, let me check with accounting." So she got back on the DM, and I didn't hear back, and I said, "I still haven't got that check in the mail." So I sent that like about a week ago or 4 or 5 days ago. So it's $100. $100 is $100. You can get a lot of popcorn with that, okay? That's strange. That's bizarre. They've never done me wrong out of the 4 years when I was 3.5, 4 years when we were in Oregon, Gold Beach. They never did that. They never did that to me. So, anyways, so I got shafted. That's been a long time since I've gotten ripped, so, but, I'll never play there again. Unless she calls up and apologizes, or at least sends me a DM and apologizes and sends me my $100 that she owes me, I might consider it. But what a bummer. That sucked. But anyways, my standing gig, my residency, you want to call it a residency, it's only 1 day a week. But that's going great. That's going well. And I'm making amazing money in tips too. I mean, I'm actually building up their Motorcycle Monday night, even in the dead of winter, because dead of winter, a lot of these places on the coast here are just really slowed down a lot, and because there's a lot of tourism, they depend on some of these little port towns up and down the coast. They depend on the tourism. So when nobody's out gallivanting around and wanting to have fun at the beach, they don't really do that in the winter. So anyway, so yeah, so that's where I'm standing right now. That really sucks about that shit. And a little follow up on my ear. Last couple of days, I'm going, man. It sounds like my ear's starting to clog again. So I'm like, So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I did go in today, and he looked at my ear. And by the way, I've got a tube in my ear. And some of you guys are just hopping on board here. I had a clogged ear for a couple months, and yeah, it was very, very uncomfortable. And it kind of basically ruins everything for you. You know, you can't really get into music. You can't get on the recorder, put on headphones. You just because yeah, it's awful. And but anyways, so that's all going good. But anyways, the topic of the day is somebody asked me a question. They wanted to know about do I play downer songs or sad songs at when I do my gigs? Absolutely. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, the sadder the better. You know, and if they are a sad song, and it's a song that people recognize, it could pull on the heartstrings. And yeah, so absolutely, I don't do. You know, I mean, I'm careful on what I do. It's like, you know, I mean, like I said, it comes down to feeling out the crowd, right? So if I feel out the crowd, um, you know, it just depends. But like, um, I remember this was a few years ago, but when we were living on the Oregon coast on the Gold Beach, and I ended up getting a gig twice a month. I think it was. I think it was twice a month at a senior center, senior facility kind of place, healthcare center. Anyway, so they had a little budget, and I don't normally do gigs for an hour. You know, I just don't do that because you know you got to drag the gear in. Is it worth it for $100? I don't know. I guess so. I mean, if you're making a living at it, and you need to bring in every penny you can. I guess I get it. And I did it. You know, I was trying to make ends meet, right, and for us. And so, anyways, I think I charged him $100. Maybe I got a little more. I think I got like $130. You know, because or I forgot it was a weird number. I remember, but anyways. So I was playing and going through my songs, and I'm playing easy stuff because all the seniors I try to do stuff like a lot of Neil Diamond and stuff like that. I don't really get into the other stuff, but a lot of Neil Diamond I do, and because I got a few of his songs, and just real easy listening to type of stuff, soft. And matter of fact, I didn't even use my drummers, the Beat Buddy, that much because I do a lot of songs where I don't even use the Beat Buddy, you know. So, anyways, I was getting ready to do a song, and all of a sudden, a song popped in. I go, "Oh, this is a pretty song," and it's but I didn't even think at the time. And I look at my song sheet, and I go, "The song was." It's at a senior center. So the song was Knocking on Heaven's Door. So I don't think that's a good song to do at a senior center. I don't know. Maybe it would have went over big, you know. Some of them sit there in a coma, and then some of them are really into it, and they're digging it, having a good time. But you get a couple people, those guys they've got Alzheimer's or whatever it is they have. And by the way, music, if you have anybody in your family with dementia or anything like Alzheimer's, music is one of the most amazing remedies for this disease because they've proven it they've scientifically proven it that when they listen to songs that for some reason that wakes them up. and I guess maybe they remember slightly of those songs back in the day or whatever. I don't know what it is, but man, it really wakes them up. Anyway, so yeah, I don't suggest doing knocking on heaven's door at a senior facility. It's not I don't think it's a good idea. You know, just not. Anyway, so, but as far as doing sad songs are concerned, anywhere else, younger crowd or whatever, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, uh, you know, it's like in my set, it's like I'll take like one set and I'll play more upbeat stuff and sneak in a slow one on the first set. Second set, I might start off the 3 or 4 songs of more songwriting stuff, really mellow kind of stuff, and then I build up at the end of the set because I only usually do 2 hours. Once in a while I do 3 hours, but I only do 2 hours. And so, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. I wouldn't get too, don't overthink that. Because if you do a sad or a slow song beautifully, then it's going to come across beautiful, and that's what they're going to get. So yeah, that's my little tip of the day. Don't overthink that. Just But like I say, you do have to kind of read the crowd a little bit. It's like if you're doing a senior center, yeah, I would say, okay, yeah, kind of drift over to more songwriting stuff. A sad song that I do all the time is Gordon Lightfoot. If you could read my mind, that's it. And I don't know if guys know the lyrics of that song, but it's kind of a sad song. He's like trying to make it work with the one he loved, and he just can't get it back, can't get that love back. But anyways, yeah, don't overthink that, brother. Just keep playing that. If it's sadder, the better. I think. A downer song, when you use the word downer too, I'm thinking, what would be a downer song? I don't think there's any songs that are really downer songs. They're either blue. I would use the word more blue. They're kind of blue sounding, not necessarily blues playing or blues music, but just blue, kind of a blue song. I mean, look at country music, the early country days. They sang about, losing their dog and locking their wife outside in the doghouse and stuff like that. Pretty sad stuff. So yeah, I mean those were like big hits. So yeah, don't worry about that. So that's it for right now. Up. Anyway, so you guys take care. I love you all. You guys need anything at the through Amazon, if you guys shop through there, once in a while need string stuff, go through my store. I mean, I might not have the strings right there in the link, but if you go through my store, they give me a little credit for it, so you can find it that. Also, give me a thumbs up if you dig this. Yeah, tell your friends about the channel. Let's try to build this channel up. This channel's been stagnant. Of course, it's mostly because of me. But I'm trying to help. So just sharing. That's all I'm doing. The solo channel, solo gigging. Like I'm just sharing a little of what I know. It's not much, but a lot of it's just common sense shit. So anyways, I love you all. Take care. Take care of the ones that are next to you. Take care of the ones that are in your family, your loved ones, your friends, fellow musicians. And things are gonna get better for sure. All right. Take care for now, you guys. Ciao.